Welcome back to the adventures of Jute II, the Carpenter of Valois. Last episode, Aztec menaces landed on the Isle. Nope, that's not right. The country, the continent of Europe, but more importantly, the country of our dearest and glorious France, of which our son is set to inherit. His mother, the Queen of France, us, the King, King Consort, obviously, but more importantly, a member of House Karling. Two noble houses joined, and our son in line to basically everything. Heir to the, there it is, the Kingdom of France. Look at that. All we've got to do is beat the Aztecs. That's it. That's all we've got to do. And then we maybe this is penance for, I don't know, so easily getting France. But either way, it's going to be interesting. How many of them are there right now? That's like roughly 100k, right? It's me trying to click on the goddamn province. 84,000. Of course, they will come in with a second, what is that? The characters of Fame Conqueror and known to stop at nothing to get what they want. That's a trait that I believe makes the AI just way more aggressive. So this is going to be fairly interesting, I should say. Alright, so first things first then. Raise our troops. What are we looking at? We are part of this war, aren't we? We should offer to join as an ally rather than a vassal. Right, so we've got 14,000. That way we get full control over our own troops, and she has to relinquish, to my knowledge, control of the troops that she should get from vassal count. Now, we've got holy orders. We are defending against infidels, so these boys should be fairly cheap. Oh, God, really? Oh, shit, really? They're under contract with everyone already. To be fair, they haven't got many men, so that's not a big loss. Right, mercenaries then. Hire the Roman legions, the finest Europe has to offer. 787 gold. It's all heavy infantry and light cavalry, so this would destroy. 170, oh my god, 117 gold per month? That would give us literally like 3 months of Romans. Maybe not then. Okay then, let's go for, what do you think, the German company? That's 92 gold a month though, my dude. Oh god. The Dutch company's not bad. We've got good commanders, don't forget, so we don't necessarily need the troop composition. 46 gold per month is not bad. These boys are already under contract. Shit. We did sort by total strength, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, 41 gold, 350 Highlander company. Mostly light infantry, though. Surely the Aztecs have mostly light infantry, because they're Aztecs, you know? They don't have plate mail or anything, surely? Can we find out their army composition? I'm going to assume not. We could just take a peek. Take a little peek at them. Short of getting into battle with them, we wouldn't know what their army composition is. Shit. How much can we really afford here? 46 per month. Actually, that's a good mix. They got crossbowmen as well. The Ventura Company, welcome aboard. That gives us 28,000 men. It is but a scratch on the Aztecs. However, with everyone else in France as well, we might just be able to hold the fort. All we've got to do is pick up a couple of these stacks. Oh shit, the Aztecs also don't take attrition, do they? So we've got to be very careful and basically just be a stack hunter at this point. Bring our troops together. We're fighting on home ground, so obviously we have no attrition, or at least we have massive supply in our home territory. Common interest. What about the Pope? Pope can... Oh, one of you said also spam the request money from the Pope. Can we request a claim, do you think? Do you think you could give us a claim on anything? What's up with the highest rank? HRE? Oh, it would give us a claim on Lotharingia. Okay, sure. Give us ducal claims. Right, I see. Not that it matters too much. We won't worry about that. Anyway, we can ask for money. He'll say no. Interesting. I guess he doesn't have that. 657. He does have the gold. He just won't give it to us right now. Understandable. Probably because we're very rich. Yeah, that's basically all we can do. Request an invasion is also pretty good, but a valid target must be available. My god. Okay, then. Oh, look at this. We're already getting some early victories here. Cannot succumb to apathy. We've got ourselves a new commander, Giles the Blind. He's very good, but of course he does have that blind trait, which means his personal combat is very low. We can fire this dude. That's a great plan, actually. Get rid of him. If we just want them leading armies, you know, having him blind with personal combat doesn't really matter. This is good. They split their stacks up significantly. We can now just move in and snipe them all. I think we've actually got this just because the Aztecs are idiots. Where have they landed? Morocco. Okay, Morocco is fine. Whew, that was really what was going to be the big separator here, but the fact they've gone for Morocco rather than coming back to France. Our mother died a natural death, and we've inherited her Crusader sword. It's kind of cool. A little bit relevant, seeing as we've got that Chinese G, but that's cool nonetheless. Right, a saint in heaven. Yeah, we don't really care about him too much. Move in, team. Just pick off stack by stack. Excellent. Some piety for us. Thank you. 5% war score ready. You know what? This is going to be a lot easier than I thought. What's the supply? Oh, 18k. Let's just move around. Let's just throw these troops away then. A lot of them are mercenaries anyway, so I don't care too much. There we go. 12,000 more men dead. Move down to the next one. Oh, this is going to be so easy. Those idiots. It's been ages since I felt so invigorated by battle. Every day our unit is moving as if connected by some unspoken bond, or of a higher power. This is all you, my lord, one soldier says. It's a team effort, soldier. we gain Misguided Warrior once again. We gain Tough Soldier and lose Misguided Warrior. We had this before, but obviously we lost it just due to inexperience, old age. We've got it back. And Humble. Do we not have Humble? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are we missing? Chaste. Kind. We're missing Patient. Patient is the only virtue we're missing right now. Oh, these Aztecs are fucked. They're seriously gone. We've done it. This is... Oh, God, I'm choking here. This is incredible. Please, Hiccups. Not yet. Please, we're in the middle of something very important. Discussing the Bible. Gives us nothing, actually. I guess we'll go with a game of military strategy. Try and get some martial then. He said no. That's a little bit of a shame. Doesn't matter too much. 63%. We've actually got this in the bag. We've got this in the bag. They're taking their next war. Oh, they're actually probably going to reinforce in Morocco. We'll actually head down to Morocco to try it, because the sooner we can end that war, the better. They're going to counter-siege this one, which will be done in absolutely no time at all. We'll keep sending our troops down to Morocco. They're mostly mercenaries anyway, so I don't really care too much about that. There we go. More Aztecs. This is what we wanted to do. We wanted to cut them off before they sent more forces up to France. This battle might be enough to win it. 91%. Right, where are they going now, then? The army of Quetlachli. Okay. Recognize that name. They are heading up to, where is that one? This one here. Okay, chase them down. Right, we need to get back to France and help reinforce, because they have sent another 30,000 troops up. 91% war score. Quickly get out of Spain, because this attrition here is killing us. Right, that's generally what attrition does, I know that, but it's doing a lot of damage. Hey, we won. We actually won. Was that, I'm going to assume that was a... War was won by... Okay, I was going to say that was a surrender rather than a white peace, and it was. The Aztecs surrendered. Fantastic. Now, that's not the end of the Aztec menace. They still have 80,000 men down in Morocco. So I very much imagine we are going to see them again at some point during this campaign. Because unlike France, Morocco didn't have, well, A, us, but B, you know, isn't nearly as unified. Yet another morning when I wake up feeling as tired as when I went to bed. Right, let's try and get ourselves Humble as well. I don't think you can actually get Humble from this, can you? Nope, nothing. Maghreb is going to fall very, very quickly, and I assume this is who the Aztecs are fighting against. Yeah, so the Aztecs are definitely going to win that one, I would say, without a real question. Get a landed title, that's when they really start, you know, snowballing out, especially as Northern Africa right now seems fairly easy to rip apart. We are playing with the version of HIP that removes all of the sub-Saharan African provinces just because it would slow the game down massively, and honestly, you know, we're probably not going to be paying too much attention to that, seeing as the entire game so far has been centralized in Northern France. I thought there was no point, you know, slowing the game down, like I said, for, you know, India and Africa. Right, okay, how are we doing? We're looking good. 600 gold or so. So the mercenaries won a particular dent in things here. Do you want to keep an eye on the Aztecs for a while, actually? Impressive with vague promises. Impressive with vague promises. We do want to keep whatever vassals we can until we start centralizing. In fact, we should probably do that, shouldn't we? What does we want to go for? We want to go for domain centralization low. Gives us one extra domain size, which is not really too relevant for our character, but for our next character will be good, because our guy has 24 stewardship and our son has 13. So his domain size is probably only going to be 3 to 4. So trying to, you know, actually save some of that before the succession is probably a good thing. Duke Yugas of Tolosa has an unexpected meeting in Paris, wants us to join the court faction. Doesn't really matter. Press with vague promises still. So how long? 11.825, because we tried to get a... Like I said, I really like full status of women because it gives us double the pool of people to pull from. Especially when we're a prestigious character, a lot of people will want to join our court. And when we have a lot of people wanting to join our court, we obviously want everybody to be able to join the council, not just men. So it's going to give us access to a lot more better chancellors as a result. But it's going to be a while, unfortunately, before we can get up to that stage and get it. I want to focus on domain size for now, seeing as we have, you know, barely any vassals and a huge vassal limit. So it's just kind of a waste right now. Thank you. A little bit more gold. We might as well keep building up Paris for a while. Let's go to Melun. Right, what are we looking for here? Militia training ground gives light infantry. I mean, do we really need any more tax? Well, it gives +2 tax. Yeah, no, we do need more tax in hindsight. My constable has discovered a man of great military talent called Adrian, who's willing to serve in my ranks. Fantastic. Excellent. Loyal servant. Good, good, good. Right, again, anything that gives tax is pretty great. It also gives 5% levy size. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. It will add up. Wants to travel to the hospital in Paris. Oh, that's a good call. That's what we could spend our money on. Oh, we've already got a fully upgraded hospital in Paris. Now, we've also got this weird fort, which seems to be permanent now. Seems to be sticking around. It's very cool, nonetheless. I do like this this feature. Keep thinking that's a 0, but it's obviously just the castle gate. They're fort level of 6 as well. That's very, very cool. Garrison size plus 25%. That's pretty significant when you've got 542 dudes there in a fort. You know, this isn't a castle by any stretch of the imagination. Also gives military tech. Oh, wow. And of course, you can build a fort in every province. Given +1 military tech is huge. And there's 4 levels of that. It's 4 or 8. So it's 0.12 military tech you get per fort. Oh, wow. Is this some sort of crazy military endgame I might have just accidentally discovered? That could be fun. Anyway, we won't worry about that too much because it's expensive. We don't get much of an outcome from it. That's something I think for the very, very end game when you've got more money than you could ever spend. Right now, we've got a lot of upgrades still to go for. Tax modifier plus 2% is obviously not fantastic. What would that be? It'd be barely anything, to be honest with you. It'd be like, what's that? 1% would be roughly 0.9 gold. Yeah, it's going to be like 2 gold for that one, so it's definitely not worth it. Horse breeder, cloth merchant. Cloth merchant's got a pretty good tax income. Wool merchant as well. Bodyguard building, retinue size, sold. Like, absolutely sold. Our retinue is getting pretty good. And obviously, we want to get these in place for when we succeed and become... Oh, that's great news. Renowned physician for our bishop. For when we succeed and become the king of France, we obviously want the biggest retinue we can get, because that's going to really, really help us if, say, the Aztecs come back, or if, say, the HRE overstep. We do want to get Brittany as well, kick out England. So we've got a lot of things to do. Well, let's use the skills of Jute the Carpenter then to keep upgrading the base buildings in Paris here. So we'll go for the small poor district, and I have just invested a little bit into level 4 of popular customs to allow us to build these as well. We're going to need them for some of the... Oh, the English Oh, God. Oh, my God, the English population have embraced French culture. Sorry, wow, that really caught me off. Oof. Oh, I think I need to lie down. It's gonna make some tea or something. Jesus, good lord. You need to warn me when you're gonna do something like that, game. Basic noble district, tax income -4 doesn't make any sense. You sort of expect that to be the opposite way around, I suppose, because the nobles... I don't know. Always attract some sort of... Why do they cost money? They do not pay any taxes. Ah, I see. That doesn't seem entirely fair. But we do need that before we can obviously build the next level of castle, unfortunately. We also need the paved roads. So where is that? We should have like... oh, basic roads requires... Trade practice is level 4, sure. Now, we probably can't... Oh, we can afford that. Oh, well, that's great. All right, let's absolutely go for that then. Where is it? Basic road. Paved road gives tax income +1. Oh, that's actually pretty decent. 210 gold for that bonus is pretty good. Now, a lot of these are fairly expensive compared to the actual bonuses they give, but obviously it will all add up to be an absolute powerhouse. Castle fortifications, you know what? Maybe it's time we started to invest. Look at that. Possible loot, 205 gold. We are a big target. Luckily, we're in a level 85, because if this was a bit earlier, we'd be swarming with Vikings right now. Militia training ground is pretty good for the light infantry it gives. And you got to remember the bonuses from, you know, keep and things do stack with that. What else we got? Merchant guild, tax income +1. Now, there's got to be a better tax building than that. Bodyguard building, level 2. Nice, fantastic, good news. And that is it. We are now out of money once again. But luckily, we are getting 47 gold per month. So, you know what? Maybe it would be worth just kicking around a couple of months collecting taxes instead. 30 stewardship. 75% local tax modifier. Let's just sit around for a bit. 50 gold per month. Yeah, let's just wait and build up our taxes and then come back to this in a little while. The Troubadour and his wife, the Trubirates, have arrived from Occitania. Their performance ranges from vulgar satires to political servants? I have no idea what that word is. And everything in between, including songs and poems of courtly love. Game 1 intrigue, game 1 learning. Or, game 3 charitable. We already have charitable though, don't we? Yeah, so that's irrelevant. Game 1 learning, game 1 intrigue. Let's go with the learning then. Why not? We obviously want to be a very learned Catholic, priestly man. A man of the cloth, which I think we are. We literally have the seamless robes of Jesus, so that works pretty well. Do we want to do anything? Do we want to like donate some money to the Templars? Probably not a terrible idea. We could also search for a smith. Oh, you know, that's a good plan in hindsight, brain. When we become a king, it might be worth it, even though Emperor is arbitrarily the best reason to search for a smith, and actually the only reason to search for a smith when you get that rank. It may be worth it just to fill up some of our, you know, jewelry slots or some of our armory slots, because we're making so much money anyway that, you know, it's 3,000 gold for the highest tier of weapon, armor, and jewelry each, so it's 9,000 gold in total. Very, very expensive stuff, assuming your monthly balance is at that high level, which it is right now. So it's very, very expensive. But, you know, it'd be better to have those bonuses in exchange for a little bit, you know, for like 1,000 gold than not have anything there at all. We can also donate to charity, but that won't actually give us anything, will it? Besides, I don't know, the monthly party is pretty good. It's only 2 months, and it gives us monthly party +1 till the end of the year. You know what? I'm going to do that. That seems like a good deal. I will also point out I have looked for some of the other rarer Christian artifacts too, just to see if they exist in game yet. And these ones that just randomly spawn in, you know, when you send your chancellors out to find rare artifacts when they hear the rumors, or, you know, during missions that you steal from monasteries, things like that. So there's like the image of Edessa, for example, which apparently doesn't exist. There's the Spear of Longinus. I was right apparently last episode with that. Or it could be the Sword of Longinus, but it was a spear in the actual Bible. it definitely doesn't exist. There's also the Holy Grail, which is another rare artifact, doesn't exist. The Weeping Statue actually might. I didn't look for that one. Oh god, there's a lot of these, huh? So the Weeping Statue is pretty good. Quality 2. Tax modifier +5. Oh man, he's got Dragon Amulet. We really need one of those. Stewardship +1, Vassal Opinion +5. Yeah, no, we really, really need one of those. Why don't we see who's an easy target to steal a Dragon Amulet from and actually go after that? I'm assuming 5 years has passed since we last stole an artifact, right? There was a Crown of Thorns towards the end of last episode, so, you know, we've had the whole Aztec invasion since then. Let's go Diplo range, yes, and let's sort by lowest rank, because those generally tend to be the easiest to steal from. We could just invite this dude to our court. You know, that's something we definitely need to do. Search by artifact and invite everybody to our court who has artifacts. Join court, yes, we want to do. Invite these guys as well, so when they die, we inherit them, you know? But it's not guaranteed. There is a high chance of just losing them on succession, so I'm going to try and steal a Dragon Amulet as well, though, just because the build cost will save us an absolute fortune. Let's go join court, any. Well, I guess any is fine. Sort by rank and just go for the lowest. Bernhard, Grafo of Fürstenberg. Let's take a look. Lombardic Crusader, the Tongue of Saint Joseph. Same religion opinion, +4. Wow, that's cool. Martial Crown of Saint Demetrius is also very cool as well. Look at that thing. I feel like we should grab one of those, huh? Those are very, very good. Dora the Crusader originally had these. Who the hell was Dora the Crusader? Guess it must be some old relative of this guy. Anyway, Dragon Amulet is absolutely what we're really here for, even though some of these are very, very good. Oh, we can't actually steal an artifact. Must not have attempted to steal an artifact in the past 5 years. Okay, so we're still on cooldown there. I don't think there's any way to check your artifact cooldown, which is a bit of a shame. It'd be nice if there was like a temporary modifier that showed up on the bar for a few years, so you could actually keep track of that, but kind of succumb to apathy. And we've got ourselves another one of the Carolingian Blood Warriors. This is a little bit OP, I will admit. They seem to appear so frequently, you know? It'd be good if you only ever had, like, 2, for example, to encourage you to actually get on the front lines as well. But only if you ever had 2 and then 1 appeared when another one died. That would be a much better system, I think, than just constantly. We've got so many of these dudes now. I imagine all of our, yeah, I mean, let's just take a look here. So we've got Joseph as well. 22, 25, 32. What else we got? Commander. So we've had a lot of these boys, and he's also very, very good as well. Look at this. Distinguished Commander, Siege Leader. We just seem to be an absolute military powerhouse. Giles the Blind, putting money in his own pocket, stealing from the peasants. And of course, there's another one. He was obviously, he was our marshal, which is why he wasn't showing up on the commander list. I actually forgot to mention that as well, that we've got extras sort of kicking around here. Oh, God, this dude's insane, huh? Right, so we need to get ourselves a new constable. And in fact, we do have, like I said, so many of these dudes just kicking around. Fine, welcome aboard. Jocelyn the Brave. You will train troops. It's probably not a bad shout. I imagine we are still a little bit decimated from the... well, not really. I was going to say we're probably missing a few from the Aztec War. I think it would be probably better still to just have him organize the army. You know, retinue costs lowered, not relevant, but I do like the idea of improving our commanders even more than they already are. Just keeping an eye on our plots as well. So this guy is trying to take revenge on us, so I'm going to ask him to end that one if you don't mind. My scheme is obviously misdirected. What did we do to this guy? Stole his artifact, didn't we? I guess he found out. Fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Flanders, I guess that must be. Right, so we'll imprison you and just ransom him back out again. Thank you very much. That's it. That was all that was targeting us, so we're not... Did you see that? That was briefly our own picture, fabricating a claim on ourselves. Right, let's go ahead and ransom this dude out as well. 86 gold. And then, fingers crossed he's still on our side, though. 18? I guess we are pushing it a little bit. We'll try and sway him a little bit, keep him on side. Back up to disgusting levels of gold here. Right, let's see what we can actually do with this. I'm still looking for tax, to be honest with you. I feel like it's the best thing to go for still at this stage of the game. Cloth merchant, fine. Oh, you know what? We actually need to oversee construction now, don't we? I think we've got enough gold to warrant it at this point. Right, so let's go for that one. Cloth merchant, nice. Wool merchant, jewel merchant. It doesn't take much to spend it all things considered, given that this has taken months and months and months to build up. Taxing them galleys plus 5% from Paris. I don't think we can get... I think ignore that. Build cost modifier minus 15%. Oh, why didn't you do that 2 seconds ago, you big fool? Yeah, we will go for the naval supply merchant as well. We might as well go for a couple of those, huh? Yeah, that's cool. Right, so that's going to help out with a little bit more tax as well. Is that like another plus 8 there or something like that? Tax collector. Why not? Honestly, why the hell not? I think we need siege equipment, don't we, to get up to the next level of castle. Siege equipment level 6, noble customs level 6, construction and improved keeps all level 6. So I'm going to go with siege equipment. Siege equipment I like anyway. In the... it normally was kind of fairly low tier, because, you know, you would generally just assault holdings with the Doom stack. These days, not possible if you have a fort holding of 6, so siege equipment becomes a lot more relevant. I still go for mostly, you know, siege equipment, military organization, and cavalry. Shipbuilding is fairly irrelevant at this point. We already have more galleys than we can ever use, especially if you play mostly coastal. And then again, only coastal people are ever going to pick shipbuilding, because you're not going to pick it if you're in, you know, like, the Duchy of Alsace, or wherever, however the hell you say that. So, I don't know, I've never really understood the point of investing in shipbuilding at all. Now, what else was it we wanted? It was castle infrastructure and improved keeps and noble customs. We're still a long way away from being able to grab anything here. 1,300, so we're a third of the way there. Man, this castle can take a very, very long time to improve to the next level. I feel like this might be a mistake, given that these books generally tend to take 10 years to write. Oh, it's 651 gold. Oh my god, he's 65. He's not going to live till the age of 75. I'm sorry, but as possible as that could be, I don't think it's going to happen. We pledged peace for 15 years. Do we know how long? May nevertheless be cancelled within 1 year if he absolutely must go to war. Face a penalty if his pledge is cancelled prematurely. What? How do we know how long that's been going on for? Who knows? Oh, waging no offensive wars. We might be quite close to succeeding that, weirdly enough. Yeah, no, I'm not going to risk the 600 or so gold writing a book that might just, you know, end up him dying before it ever gets written. So we might as well just obviously reinvest it back into the capital a little bit more. Speaking of which, the capital is an absolute powerhouse right now. I mean, genuinely, insanely strong. We've got, what's that, 2,000? It doesn't seem like much, to be honest with you. But it is, I mean, like, the tax is absurd. Like, the troop count is quite low. If we register our troops in this province, yeah, we've only got 4,000 men in Paris right now. But the taxes, 52 gold per month. Bear in mind, we're overseeing construction still, not collecting taxes. So really, I should, you know, have him doing that for a few more months. And again, I think maybe building up a treasury now wouldn't be a bad idea. We need to go for that. We can actually get the low domain centralization. Try and help future-proof things for our son to take possession. The realm is somewhat decentralized and can effectively handle several vassals. Yes, we should do that one. Thank you. That way, we can hopefully hold all of these provinces when we eventually do have the succession. Fingers crossed. That's going to give us access to one more. Now, we're not going to fill that up because, again, we're just going to have to give the land away again when we die. But we are doing pretty well. What do we want? Stewardship +2. Fuck it. Might as well take the taxes. What do they think? Nothing. They hate us. No. He's gone. He's actually gone. You have a new heir. You will now play as Graphoke. I honestly thought he was never going to fucking die. 6 out of 4. Man, that sucks. I was kind of hoping we could at least hold 5. Jute II has given up the ghost at age 67. He died of severe stress, a humble man. He never wanted anyone to make a fuss over his accomplishments. A godly man. He is with the Blessed Virgin now. There he is. Jute II the Carpenter, one of the greatest characters we've ever had in CK2. 24 diplomacy, 24 martial, 18 stewardship, 12 intrigue, 16 learning. He was ambitious. That might be an issue. Chaste, honest, kind, humble, charitable, temperate, diligent, brave, gregarious, zealous, novice fighter. He actually lost a little bit of fighting towards his end there. He was a skilled diplomat, incredible. Malnourished, probably because of temper, I would assume. Paragon, pilgrim, celibate, crusader, renowned commander, rare artifact, irrelevant. Genius, wow. If he doesn't become a saint, I'm going to be very, very annoyed. And of course, died with thousands and thousands of piety. I'll have to watch the clip back and see how much he got there. Duke Au Contraire, blessed with the awesome knowledge of all things between heaven and earth. Au Contraire's rule is surely to be legendary. Long live Duke Au Contraire. 29 diplomacy. What an absolute success story Duke Contraire of Valois has had. A deaf man who's grown to be the greatest negotiator in France. One of the greatest negotiators and diplomats in France. Diligent, ambitious, humble, patient, chaste. Also a godly man following in his father's footsteps. 25 learning, 12,000 men. Incredible. That's incredible. More importantly, I did notice, this is very, very cool, lip reader. Overcome their deafness by learning how to read lips. I mean, just what a success story, huh? In heir to the Kingdom of France, or in line, I should say, to the Kingdom of France, overcomes his disability and becomes the greatest diplomat, bar none. I mean, let's just double check here. He actually might be one of the best diplomats in the world. It's all about diplomacy. He is. He's the best diplomat on planet Earth. Because, look, this includes everyone fully reset. What a great success story. That's genuinely so, so cool. Born deaf, and then, like I said, just unrivaled. Absolutely unmatched. It was a fine bluff, telling Bishop Anne, so I needed extensive equipment to determine if the food was poisoned or not. Sent some gold. Oh, right. Well, here we are. In line to the Kingdom of France, our mother, 56. It's going to be a while, potentially, before she dies there. We could speed things along, I guess. Plot to kill? Maybe it's not going to happen, though, is it? Wow. There we are. Our sister has a barony in, oh god, under the currently Islamic sector of Jerusalem. Ah, okay. Sorry to hear about that. I guess just keep your head down, stick to yourself, that kind of thing. Wow, Duke au contraire. Right, so what do you want to do with this guy? First things first, I think rulership definitely would not go amiss there to help maybe hold that domain. Shit, we still can't hold it all. The Teutonic Order, cool. The orders of the Brothers of the German House of St. Mary in Jerusalem have been formed. Sponsored by the Catholic Church, that's good. We want to get married immediately. That would also help cancel out a little bit of this stewardship that we're lacking here. So we're going to try and find someone who is a prodigy. Let's see who we can get here. We need someone who's a fire starter, twisted fire starter, Diplo range, preferably. Married? No. Married? No. Gender? Women. Let's see. There's one that's 16, but she's a prisoner. What if we just offer to marry her? Maybe they'll just let her free? Oh, we need to betroth her? No? We actually just can't. Plot to kill? Shit, this could be a problem. She exists, but she's... Oh, man, there's a 5-year-old girl, so we'd have to wait 10 years to get prodigy. How old are we? 36. I mean, they're going to say yes, aren't they? Because she's just a random Catholic girl. Range betrothal between us and the heir to France. He's going to say yes. Lose 194 prestige, but that trait is so good. What about her? Maybe they'll accept. I doubt they will, though, because obviously, you know, infidel and all that. They will say yes. Oh, interesting. Why? Base reluctance -3. Prestige effects +4. He's happy about the prestige, and he has a high opinion of us. Well, fair enough then. Okay, that's much, much better. So we actually only have to wait, you know, 6 years rather than, you know, 11 now. Fine. That's a good marriage. She's also appealing as well, so that works out very, very well for us. Awesome. Now, if we can get a prodigy son, on top of maybe some other stuff, you know, have this dude educate him, diligent, patient, I think we're well in line to having another great successor here. Our nephew, Grapho Karl, is in line to inherit. He's crap, so let's hope that he stays in line to inherit always. What do you want to do then? Pledge peace to my vassals, gain independence, become a skilled fighter. I guess we've got to just wait at this stage until France, until the Queen of France capitulates horribly. Hopefully, well, peacefully at the age of 57, ideally. Win a war, win a holy war, pledge peace. I mean, we could go for become a skilled fighter. Doesn't seem like a bad plan. Go for that one. We can imprison some people, but I'm not going to worry too much about that yet. Going against the... Oh, the council. Sorry. What? Oh, because we don't have any councillors. Right, that would make sense. We'll just go for our father's old council because he was so good. Oh, you know what? This dude, I'd rather change council position. Where is that? Change council position to steward. There we go. Right. 16 diplomacy isn't fantastic, so we'll talk about that one in a second. 32, obviously, we've still got all of our Carolingian blood guys here. She's got 21, and she's our sister, so we'll send her a gift. 15 gold, 30 opinion seems fair. Chancellor's actually letting the team down at the 30, 30, 21, 26. We need to find ourselves a better diplomat from somewhere. Right, let's take a look, see what the world has to offer. Join court, yes. Now, I'm hoping within a few measly seconds we may... Oh, shit. I don't think we have quite that good equality of women yet, so I'll invite a man as well. We should get a message from the Pope saying that our father is going to be made a saint. Teutonic campaign, good luck. I like your helmet. That's a cool helmet. It's me immediately checking his treasury to see if we can steal it. Oh, did we lose any artifacts? I should have checked that before I did anything else. Yeah, good. Did we lose anything? Generally be the first message, won't it? Crown of Thorns, Burn St. Peter. Well, I don't think we lost anything. Honestly, don't think we lost anything. Well, that's fantastic news. It's like genuinely very, very good. Do you want to equip anything, more importantly? Feudal Warfare is fine. We want to get rid of that one until we have had an heir, so we'll equip that one for now, seeing as that's... oh, yeah, unequip that one for the same reason. Equip that one instead. Good. We can't equip the horse armor for obvious reasons. Mainly the fact that we're not a horse would contribute to that. To the humble Duke au contraire, may live in harmony and contentment. My hiccups return with vengeance. Vitale. You know what? Better than nothing. 21 diplomacy is very good. We've got a fantastic council there. What can we do? Buy indulgence. Compose a book. 500... okay, fine. Managing a realm. Let's try and get how to build a well. Just because the build time, build cost modifier is going to be very, very significant. Let's go for that one. Buy indulgent for our sins. The Holy Father will hear our plea for salvation. Sure. Maybe it'll also, you know, encourage him to beatify our father a little quicker. We'll also send him a gift. Give him an artifact. Confessions of Jute II, plus 45 opinion. Male horse armor? Yes, give him that one, because we're not going to use the horse armor. There you go. What a splendid object. Armor for your horse, my Pope friend. Now, about my father. Now, what do we want to join? Do we want to join the Hermetic Society this time around? We've played as two very saintly men. I kind of want to start building up the dynasty now, because we're in line to take the French throne. Let's write a magnum opus, you know. Let's start, because we've got all these books that give +3 learning, so we're always going to be able to read the magnum opus, which is normally my only reservation about joining the Hermetic Society and putting so much effort into it. But because we've got those 2 books that give +3 learning each, I believe it is, you know, now +2 learning each, that's +4 total. If we get a prodigy as well, it means they can almost read the magnum opus from birth, so that's fine. Glory to God. Ow. Fuck you, God. That was expensive. Good lord. And, of course, we haven't actually done the Hermetic Society yet with any characters this campaign. Let's oversee some tax collection, my friend, and help cancel out a little bit of that absolution. Let's give away some turtles here. The realm, actually, is very good. Everybody likes this a lot here. Court tutor, doesn't really matter. Diligent or patient, I'm looking for. She's okay. She'll do. Let's find anyone slightly better. Oh, no, you're better. Jute. Congratulations. Jute Karling, nonetheless. Apprentice, so this is our apprentice in the Hermetic Society, Robin, Bishop of, I mean, he loves us, he's a genius. What about the renowned physician? He would make for a good apprentice, I think. I feel like he should be the master in that example. Right, everything's fine. A good succession. Not only that, our spy master sister, Avant-Garde, is worried that it's too easy for spies to make their way inside our home. 96 gold in exchange for some plot bow defense is always a great deal to me. Right, fever, shit, immediately dies, watch this. Don't do it. What is it, flu? Gout? Does gout give you a fever? Minor symptom treatment, fine. Vomiting? Oh, God. Cramps? It could be gout. Flu? Fall of the Great Plains? Don't care. Flu? Come on, just tell me what it is. Come on. Plague? Food poisoning? Oh, okay, that's fine. Nothing to worry about. I guess it was stomach cramps. Now, Aztecs. So what I wanted to check up on very... Oh, shit, they are expanding. How many men they got? 35,000. Okay, they're not a threat then. Hemophiliac, he is doing very Aztec-y sacrificial things there, but nothing to worry about. Our mother seems to be losing wars. Venture? The Illustrious Centillion. Oh, so we're an ally in that one. I don't give a shit about that one. This one is important, so let's join this war and help against these guys here. No, my life is not in your hands. It's just food poisoning. Just anything to help. There we go. That's fine. That's easily going to save us there. Thank you. Okay, so, oh, you know what? She could win this. She doesn't need our help. She's being lazy. There we go. That should have done it. Guard dogs, plot power defense plus 15%. It's fantastic. Yeah, she's got that one in the bag. We didn't actually need to join that. Right, imprison this dude. He's acted dishonorably towards us. He has no money. I just asked to leave court. I mean, what's he trying to do, realistically? Do we have any, no rivals. We've only got friends. Man, this was a very, very, very good succession. Fantastic council. All our vassals love us. And not only that, but we're a great character off the bat. Well, that was easy. Now, we do have the option to start a faction. We can start the court faction, the prosperity faction. Oh, someone's already... Wait, what? Why can we start a prosperity... Like a rival prosperity faction? Just join the prosperity faction. Court faction. So, the traditional faction of Valois. So, that's our people. Domain too big. Faction disapproves of council. Wants a seat on the council. Wants control of the bishopric of that place, wherever the hell that is. I might actually do that, just because it will, you know, make him like us not only granting me a vassalage or transferring him one, but it we'll get the opinion bonus from there, and it'll cancel out the malice. So we'll probably go back up to, yeah, -2 is pretty good. Let's try and sway him as well. We could send him a gift. It's 139 gold. What's that to us, though, when we've got 51 gold per month? That's 3 months worth of money to keep our vassal happy for years and years and years. I mean, how long has that gift got? Yeah, 5 years. That's absolutely worth it. To neophyte au contraire. It has come to my attention you lack a proper office for alchemy. It's convenient. Now, what we want to do before we start this is, first things first, acquire ingredients, and also we'll mark these as special interest. Acquire some ingredients so that they have a chance to rot, and that gives us the opportunity to build the best lab possible. You have to have ingredients that can rot in your treasury before you're allowed to build a storage cupboard, and that in turn will allow you to have access to the best laboratory you can possibly get. It's quite difficult to actually get it. So herbs or animal parts, I think both count as that. Materials in the market, if you get like gold, obviously gold doesn't rot. That's ridiculous. Let's go for animal parts, because I assume those will be the most likely to rot. See what we can find here. Combined hunting experience will make this easy. Thank you. Good. Let's see what we can grab. I mean, obviously 3 to 4 would be fantastic, but I'm not holding out too much. Let's write theorem paper 2. High diplomacy means we can get a little bit of bonus to that as well, so we might as well go for it. 1 animal part. Oh, God. Cloven hooves. Whatever. So she won that war. What about this one as well? What is this? Is that Holy War? Holland and Clermont Bruges. Yeah, no, they're not going to win that one. That's actually our province. Maybe I should do something about that. Bruges is part of our domain. Should probably fight that off, huh? Maybe defend what we've got. That's not a bad plan. Alright, go on then. Everybody dogpile on. I don't care about that war too much. Not enough to micromanage it. Let's put it that way. There we go. Right, everybody stand down. Thank you very much. Let's get this theorem paper written. Come to our palace, spend some time with us. Sure, absolutely. I think this guy can secretly be a powerhouse, you know? I've got good hopes for Duke au Contraire. Again, I keep calling him au Contraire rather than au Contraire. He's conquered a lot in life. I'm still a little bit annoyed that Pope hasn't said about... Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. That the Pope hasn't said that our father's a saint. You know, just sort of waiting for that one. Refuted my paper. Good, good, good. We're fine. I've got 1, so 2 in favour. Feel better. Food poisoning's gone. That's excellent. 3 in favour. 4 in favour. 1 against. That's fine. Paper is accepted. Fantastic. That's a great start in the Humanity Society. We're going to leave this one today. Thank you very much for watching. A good episode, I think. We repelled the Aztecs. They are stuck down in Morocco. A good succession as well. We found ourselves a very, very good wife prodigy appealing, which is going to set up our next generation quite nicely. Our current character is fantastic. Literally the best diplomat in the world. Second only to the god Isis herself. And, of course, we've started work on the Humanity Society. Real shame that he hasn't said, Wait, what? Did we not get our saint blood? Has it not carried down? I don't think it has it? Carolingian blood or the blood of... Oh, shit. I feel like we need to... Is it not inheritable? Oh, you know why? This dude was born before he had the bloodline given to him. Before the bloodline existed. So we need to make sure that he receives that one. He needs to get the blood of Baguette as well. Okay. This could be a problem if the Pope doesn't agree to that again, because otherwise I have no idea what you have to do to become a... I mean, why would that not allow us to become a saint? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. But my friends, we have saints among us, within our midst. That's right, it's the insane top tier level. Saintly patrons who made the life and times of Jute II possible. A big shout out to Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Haydog Sidini, Tim Bragg, Loris, Crosis, Vacuous Backers, Josh Lundeen Tesla, Michael Mullen Mora, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Powers Presler, Suna Kirito, Conspire T, Jimbo, Orcswolf, Facundo Vasquez, Tom Terror 18, Average Gamer 419 Escape, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support in the Insane Tiers on Patreon. It is much obliged. Hope you guys are enjoying the Karling playthrough. Next episode, France, my friends. It's going to be a big one. And you know who else is a big one? That might be offensive, so don't take it the wrong way. You are as good as the Kingdom of France is what I'm getting at. That's right. It's Nathaniel Lindbergh, Euphrates, Icy the Great, Jack Allen, Wolfie. Well, I was going to call you Wolf from Alpha then. Wolfie, James Barnes, Betimus Max, Panther Pearl, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, The Sage, Joran DeVries, Haji Demar, Alpha Scuff, Duncan 217, Zetwood Dougal, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, Sir Death, Astro, Nick, Will Wade, Hancock, Noah Gallimore, Fraser Brennan, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, John Holiday, and Zico. Thank you all for your support.